Hi, welcome to OMAT. Glad you're here. We're going to get into our 8 essential exercises in just a minute. But first, I wanted to talk a little bit about kindness. One of the reasons why I used to give kindness is because I always expected it back. Do right by everybody and the whole world will do right by you. But that's, as we know, not true. It's not what we experience. Sometimes we could be the nicest person. We still get leaned on too hard. That might turn into abuse. It's not really an exchange tit for tat at all. So what happens? What do I do with my kindness? I used to double down. Maybe if I'm more kind, if I give more, but I'm not putting it in the right place, and it just becomes a big manipulation. So what I do now is it's a sign. If my kindness is not getting a good response, that doesn't mean I stop being kind. It might mean that I need to move away from this situation or maybe try a different way to be, but one that aligns with who I am. What does that mean? We hear align with who you are on the inside, but it really is just me being me. It's me not changing my behavior or my insides in order to get what I want. It's me being myself so that I can just be myself. So let's get into these exercises, which have helped me find who that person is, what kind of kindness I can offer, what am I willing to do. And the first exercise is being present, being here in the moment. So our bodies might be here, but our mind is somewhere else. We have to do this. We need to get to that. The phone calls, the texts, the emails. But right now we're not doing that. So let's align our body with our mind. They're both here, and we can get into our first exercise of gratitude. How does gratitude or giving gratitude, think about gratitude, help me align with who I am? Is because I didn't feel right only thinking about what there is to be angry about, what there is to be sad about. It's all true, but I also need to practice what is there to be thankful for. Let's give that a go, give it a practice, see what we can be grateful for right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding water. Finding a way to be okay to be with the list that we just came up with. Might have been less than yesterday, more than yesterday, or nothing at all. It doesn't matter. That muscle was warmed up. I am no longer looking for just terrible things that I could be right about. I also let my mind know I'm looking for this other stuff as well. They're both true. Let's keep going into our meditation. So for 1 minute, I am going to actively decide what's going to go on in my mind. Sometimes it's just relentless thoughts. It's whatever my mind decides to vacate itself into going into. Right now, I'm going to focus on focusing. So I could either think about nothing, which is really hard to do, or I could focus on my breath, which means I'm thinking about my breath and not all those other things. Let's see what happens. Sitting in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed, breathe. As we come back, let's find the water. And we might find that even in meditation, we're capable of being distracted. It's not that there are no more distractions. It's that I could get distracted, but now I'm working on taking that focus back, and less time. It takes me less time to come back to it. That's the muscle that's growing. Let's write it down. Let's go into our next exercise. Right away, we're going to take our pen and pad or whatever utensil and start writing any words. Without some result, we don't need an epiphany. We don't need a new idea. It could be anything. Write literally any word or words right now. Let's wrap for now. Find the water. And we're going to find a way to walk away from these words, because our thought process right now might be, oh, I'm so boring, I'm so angry, I'm so this, I'm so that, based on the words we're triggering ourselves with our own words. Let's move away from it physically if we can. Get up if you can. We're going to stretch. So we're already moving on from that last one, and that's how we can move to the next right thing all day. We do it. We get up and do the next thing. So stand if you can stand. And let's start by inhaling the arms up, the beginning of a sun salutation. Reach up and look up. You can make any small movements from here if you like, and when you're ready, fold forward. Now we're hanging over our feet, maybe shaking the head no or yes to loosen up the neck muscles, letting our arms dangle. When you're ready, halfway lift, look up, flat back. And let's get into a high plank. Plant your palms down right where they are. Step your feet back into a high plank. And with elbows near, lower all the way down to the ground. Once you're fully on the ground, push your palms against the ground and your chest comes up, head comes up, look up, point your feet. And let's get into our down dog. Upside down, V with your body. And then walk your feet forward towards your hands. Start rising up slowly, meeting the palms above the head and exhaling them down to the center of the chest. And if you got distracted or wanted to change positions, wanted to do something different, that's fine. Our body still got warm. Let's have some water and let's take that warmth into our next exercise of plank. Now there was kind of a plank in that sun salutation. See how you were able to do it in whatever way, maybe modified. Take that energy into this plank exercise. Get your mind and body willing and ready. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Up in plank. This is just the start of the minute. Do the starting motion, meaning get yourself into some kind of plank strength position. That's 10 seconds. We're already in for 10 seconds. So let's see if we can keep this challenge going. As it gets a little more difficult, we're in for 20 seconds. If you haven't started, it's not too late to start. Get up into the plank pose now, just to say to yourself, I want to know what it feels like before I reject it. For 30 seconds, let's see what we can conjure up, how much energy, what we need in order to stay up in this very challenging position. For 20 seconds, what do you have in you? Make sure that you're breathing. If you don't want to focus on the strength that it takes to keep yourself up, focus on your breath for 10 seconds. Focus on the strength of your body and that you're still able to do it for 3, 2, 1, and that's the plank for today, for now. No matter how many seconds you were up in there, we're coming down off our plank, stretching our way back. using the water to help us transition, it means we're already doing something else. We don't have to dwell on the thing that we were just focused on. We can take the next focus and take that energy. Did you get up into the plank pose when you didn't want to? Did you stretch because you just thought it was useful even though you weren't in the mood? Take that same energy and put it into this procrastination. We cannot build a house in 1 minute, but we can learn to take the smallest action. That's all we're looking for. Let's find the smallest action and take it right now. Let's wrap for now. Find the water. We weren't in a rush to start this task. We're not going to be in a rush to finish it. There's not anything that needs to be done in 1 minute. We took in a little experiment and we're allowed to move away from it right now and go into our connection exercise. What is a connection exercise? It's the warming up the muscle of, I know I need people. I need to reach out. I'm going to focus on that for this minute. Let's see if we look for someone to get in touch with, someone that we're thinking about, let them know, say hello, say something if you can right now. Let's wrap for now. Find the water. And maybe that felt awkward, a little vulnerable, a little uncomfortable. What do we do with that? We move away and go to the next thing. We're going to do our final exercise here of aerobics. What does aerobic mean? Maybe get your heart rate going. Maybe move a little faster than you normally do, a little more effort than normal, or just walk around. But let's move in 3, 2, 1. Move your body. Exercise your body so that you can have a chance to use it the rest of the day. So you warm it up for the day. That's 10 seconds. If you haven't started, just like the plank, start now. It is not too late. Get some part of your body moving. And that's 20 seconds. Maybe bring another exercise in here. Follow your breath while you're moving. Be grateful that you could move the parts of your body that you can. 30 seconds. Now we're more than halfway done, so maybe this is getting challenging. Can you meet that challenge? How do you meet that challenge for 20 seconds? What does how mean? How do you talk to yourself? How do you keep yourself motivated? This is all coming from inside the house. What do you need to tell yourself for 10 more seconds of this? How do you conjure up the energy? Let's experiment for 3, 2, 1. And you're done. Simple exercises, not always easy. So thank you for taking OMAT today.